Fantasy at Luxor tonight. It's a topless review. It's just me, so better than a club, right? But they've also been around since I've been coming to Vegas, and I've never been, so supposedly it's good. We'll see. I'll give you my thoughts for everything at the end of the day. We're gonna do a few of those. We're gonna see which ones we like best, kind of compare them. But yeah, so that's gonna be the plan for today.
From Arizona, let's hear for the caliente, Dalia! All the way from France, looking on a leopard print. Ooh la la, give it up for the beautiful Gigi! Woo! From Dallas, Texas, looking sexy in that blue. Give it up for the gorgeous Sierra!
All right, end of night one recap here in Las Vegas of our week-long trip. Let me start with the most recent thing, which is that the last thing we did was we went and saw Fantasy at Luxor, the all topless review. I'll start with that. The topless review apparently has been around for 26 years. It has won all kinds of awards. Right over there at the Luxor. We did have to walk back because it was after we were shut down. My review of the review. It's great. I mean, it's deserving of the awards. It's deserving of having been around for so long. If you are interested in beautiful women, in acrobatics, and dancing, and strip teases, that kind of stuff, you should at least go see it once. I would say if you're trying not to lose all of your money, it's a fantastic alternative for bachelor parties and birthdays and things of that, anniversaries, things of that nature. The MC is wonderful. She's funny. She engages with people really well. She keeps energy high, or generates energy, because when you start out, it seems a little awkward when you start out, even though like it's a pretty good mixed bag of people. At least tonight was. But she keeps the energy high, keeps you engaged, interacts with the crowd, brings a couple people on, asking questions. One person came on stage. I won't spoiler what goes on when he gets up on stage, but it was a great show. Like I said, and if you're into topless women, full topless, more often than not topless, actually. More often they were topless than they were fully clothed. I don't think there was a set where booty cheeks weren't shaken. There was maybe a couple sets where tops didn't come off, but I think that was mostly the MC and the guest star, which was like a muscle mommy. Like she was the one doing. She was a guest from, I think she said Seattle, doing the like heavy muscular core strength, like pole dancing and like curtain dancing or whatever you call it. The things that are dangerous and require a lot of training. But everyone who performed really well. They're still very acrobatic. They're still, you can tell, dedicated to their craft. It was a great show. Music was great. There was only a couple times it lost me, and that wasn't because it was bad music. It was just because it was music that I wasn't really that interested in. Like, it wasn't genres like Madonna. I'm not a big fan of Madonna. There will be a video out there at the end. She did let everyone take out cameras because the models / performers / dancers were showing off the Fantasy clothing line. So honestly, if you're having a bachelor party, like, you don't get the whole awkward, where'd this glitter come from? Where'd this lotion come from? And if you spend any money, it's going to be on lingerie for the chick. So, but yeah, I'd say it's a great show. We'll compare it to Rouge or Rogue. I think it's Rouge. And The Empire Strips Back. I'm assuming this one's probably going to top it. Value-wise, I think it's definitely going to top it. But I think, because I was in cheaper seats and I was like on level like just straight ahead from a lot of the performances. So Rouge might come close. Empire Strips Back, I think, is going to be a lot more campy. So we'll see how that is. But that's the review of The Last Thing. And then Rouge later tonight. We got Rouge tonight. Thank you, Trunks. But yes, so gonna do that. Probably take some pictures once we get back. Rouge tonight at 10. It's like going on like a little after 1 right now. So we will probably walk around a couple more times. But yes, tonight is Rouge at 10. We're going to take a nap. We are going to go in costume. I thought about maybe just going regular to this, but nah. The Crimson Fucker will be at Rouge. I mean, it's just the colors on brand and everything. So I think it'll go well. I can't bring the guns though. The dogs are howling. They are howling loud. I'm gonna go soak these. I'm gonna go take a nap. See you all later tonight. I might gamble a little bit before I take off, but love you guys. Toodles. Alright, for this video, first I'm going to apologize for everything and for nothing. But my inner fat kid is being channeled, gas pizza, Tomb Raider. Anyway, hopefully this is good pizza, we'll see. But first, let me talk about what just happened before I came back to the hotel, which was Rouge. Because I have not given you an update on Rouge yet. And Rouge, I have I regretfully, to some degree, did not get to go as Alucard. I could not walk, so Alucard's on hold. I won't be Alucard for Sunday for the expo. I can't walk. I barely walk in regular shoes right now. Not bad. Well, really floppy, but not bad. Anyway, so a little bit of regret that I didn't go as Alucard, but I was still like right there on the stage and everything. So there was a few interactions, and the MC and his partner kind of interacted with me. They kind of enjoyed me a little bit. Here's what I'm going to say about Rouge, compared to Fantasy at least. At least thus far and at this point. Rouge, I think has a bit of a higher production value. Has a bit of more of a like story interaction like Absinthe does. But it still has the topless element. I will say though, I think Rouge is much better for smaller parties, for one. And one that actually has a significant, I would say, increase in value by going in the VIP section or up close to the stage. There was like a mid stage where there were some performers doing stuff, but like most of the performances, it's a big theater, so you're a good distance away very quickly. I would say either a VIP booth or one of the tables is probably the best value because you are right on there. That being said, it's a full ensemble cast, so you might have some man ass in your face at some point because they're that close. I was actually worried about one of the performers falling on me. He did a wonderful job because he was like balancing on a sword that was being bent, which was cool, but at the same time he was like right over top of me and wobbling, and I was like, oh. But it was a really cool performance. I do think it is, like I said, it's better in the VIP section. I think there's a potential of going back as Alucard one year, that if I can remember boot socks this time. That being said, I do think Fantasy might be better for larger groups. I don't know. The VIP section, the booths, maybe you might have a big enough section, but the tables at the front, there's only 4 seats. So unless you're like, as a group, like, you know, tricking out a section for that, I think it'd be better for like couples or solo travelers or stuff like that, like how I was. But I do think smaller groups is a way to go. I was impressed that the MC and his partner actually did an acrobatic performance. Usually they have some other talent they show off that's, you know, not really in the same vein of everything. They did wonderful. Everyone was wonderful. It was great. I got a picture with him afterwards. You'll probably see those at some point. All right, y'all. As our last night comes to a close, yes, the fountain show is going off right now. One of the biggest fucking perks of this place. It's kind of cool to just have it every night. Flip our final night. We have just come back from the Empire Strips Back over at the Rio. It is off strip. I don't think you can see it from here, but Caesar's Palace, Bellagio, more Bellagio. The lights that you're seeing flash over there, right about there, that's the Rio. That's where the show was at. We just got back from there. By the way, I don't know if you noticed, that is the guitar that's going to be taking up the Vegas skyline here pretty soon. When the Hard Rock Hotel comes in, that's taking over the Mirage. Anyway, Empire Strips Back, wonderful show. Enjoyed it. It is exactly as advertised. It is the Empire Strips Back. This fucking thing, cool. It's so cool to watch. As advertised, the Empire Strips Back, a burlesque parody. What that means is it is a burlesque parody show of episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. And that's exactly what it is. I enjoyed it. There was a lot of fun to be had. I'm just going to put them in the background because I'm going to keep watching this shit. A lot of fun to be had. Let me scoff this camera real quick, so you don't have a lot of glare on there as well. Still a little bit, but 100% as advertised. What that means is if you are looking for tatas, a topless review, you're probably not going to get this from here. It's not a bad thing. You're going to get boobage, you're gonna get booty, but I think there was one act where some nipples came out. Everything else was either pasties or covered, you know. So it's a sexy burlesque parody. It's not an actual topless review, which is more what the striptease was, and the fountain show's over. The fantasy striptease was a literal striptease where they got naked, top up, topless. Rouge was the same way, except it was a little bit more of a dance, more themed, I guess. Whereas fantasy was just kind of a general. Here's some genres of music. Here's some dance routines and some acrobatics to go along with those. Rouge is a little bit more absinthe with legitimate toplessness, and then, like I said, Empire Strips Back is more a literal parody burlesque show themed around Star Wars, specifically episode 5. It was great. It was entertaining. That being said, I have some things to say about it. This is best, I would say, for couples that are into Star Wars. You could get a group of like guys for a bachelor party, but you're probably unless you're a little bit broad, I guess, because let's just put it, there was one dance where nipples came out. There was another dance, disclaimer, hide your ears, dick came out. All right, that was most of the dance. All right, and there was more penis than there was nipple, I think, in that show. But it was. I wouldn't say it was tasteful, but it was hilarious. Let's go with that. There's a buddy routine, of course, you would expect that. But this is definitely for people who are more into Star Wars and acrobatics, or couples that are more into Star Wars, or dance routines, because their dance routines were wonderful. Their acrobatics were wonderful. There wasn't quite as many acrobatics as I would say at Rouge. So Rouge had more acrobatics. Rouge and Fantasy had more toplessness. And then I would say, especially, there is an MC, which is Lando's nephew. There's an MC at each of these. And I would say all of the MCs for each of the shows are funny. But some of the dance routines with the Empire Strips Back were specific or targeted around having funny moments as well. So there's a lot more comedy in it, which kind of goes with the Star Wars fan base type of thing. So like I said, if you're into Star Wars and you're into a burlesque show, because that's exactly what it is, 100% go there. Definitely worth the time. If you're looking for a topless review, I would suggest something that's probably on strip, because they can. It might be a licensing thing, but they can actually be topless. I think. I don't know if that's the case. That being said, the other thing I think is hurting it is a little bit of seating. Seating, like I said, with Fantasy, it's kind of similar to Fantasy, if you've ever been to Fantasy. But I think the seats are a little bit closer together at the Rio for this one, for Empire Strikes Back. So when you got a big guy like me next to another big guy, another big girl, squeezed in, the seating can be a little bit rough. Plus, you don't get a specific seat that you purchase. You can get a general admission, standard, handicap, as preferred, I think, and then you can get what's called VIP Emperor, which I got the VIP Emperor, but it's basically just you get somewhere sat in the first 2 rows with VIP, which they just kind of throw people in real quick. And I think that the couple next to me had general admission, which was weird, because they kept bringing VIP people in and started putting some of them in the 3rd row, it looked like, or at least the way that I was directed was to follow the people with red lightsabers. But anyway, I think seating hurts it a little bit. It doesn't make, like I said, I enjoyed the show, so it doesn't ruin the show. It does make it a little bit harder to enjoy. But like I said, the show itself, in and of itself, was phenomenal. So I think this is, like I said, best for couples. That's why I say probably not bachelor party, because you might be able to, if you get VIP seating with the bachelor party, might have some fun there. If you get early enough, I think, because it's basically first come first serve, it seemed like. So if you are going to be there, I would get there early if you're going to be VIP, especially as a large group. But other than that, couples that are into Star Wars, people who are into actual burlesque shows with actual Star Wars, 100% this is your show. If you're into, let's say acrobatics with toplessness, I would say Rouge, at least for this one. Songs like country or rocks, I haven't been to the X country or X rocks. I might do those next time. We'll see. It does look like it's kind of tight seating as well on their map, but it does look like you can pick your seats. Which, that's another thing with Rouge, is there's a significant difference between general seating and VIP seating. Huge difference, but also much more dedicated to intimate groups, because there's 4 to a table, and the tables are they're not wide berth, but they're separated a little bit. And then Fantasy, like I said, there's not really a bad seat. The front seats are better, of course, but it's not really a bad seat. You can pretty much see the whole stage at all times, and there's not a extra interaction by being in the front. Which, if you saw my video about Rouge, there's some extra interaction if you get to the front. But yes, that would be my suggestion. That would be my review of these 3 sexy shows on the Strip. Absence another one that I've had in the previous years where it's acrobatics, but it's naughty, so it's kind of a mix of Rouge and Star Wars, where it's carnival style acrobatics and naughty, like pasties and stuff like that, rather than full topless. Haven't been to the saloon one, which I heard was not a naughty one. It was more naughty, raunchy comedy. So I would say the only other things that I haven't reviewed thus far would be the X country, X rocks, X whatever shows, which we might check out next time. Who knows? But that's my review. That was great. Had fun. Balance show's over. Hard Rock's coming in. And we'll see you all next year, Vegas. We still got another day that we're going to be here, but because our flight doesn't leave until late, 11. So we're going to have to walk around, but we will be homeless for a day. So, which we do every year because the red eye's significantly better. Anyway, Till then, you guys have a great night. I won't see this, well, I won't see the skyline again for at least another year. Have a great night, Vegas. See you in 2027. Maybe. Okay, bye.
Las Vegas, the show is not over yet. If you want to rock out with us, the last one, up on your feet right now, up, let's go. No later, go Chewy, no later. Rock out with us, the last one, everybody, up, let's go. Hey, say hip hop, you don't stop. Rock it up, baby, brother, to the boogie, back, boogie to the boogie, baby. Now what you hear is not a test, I'm rapping to the beat. The groove and my friends are gonna try to move your feet. See, I am Eric, y'all, and I like to say hello. To the black, to the white, the red, and the brown, to the purple and yellow. Well, first, I gotta back, the booty to the booty, and up, the booty to the back, booty to the right. You don't stop, rock through the lawn, make nobody rock. Now, so far, you heard my voice when I rock two from the lawn. And next on the mic is the Admiral Akbar. You're